Colin James, Chief Executive Officer of the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority.
Colin, thanks for making time for us today. So,
Thank you.
tell us a little bit about where is Antigua and Barbuda in terms of recovery?
Well on its way. We are actually ranked in the top 10 of Caribbean destinations for recovery post-COVID. To put it in perspective, Justin, at the beginning of this year, we were like 45 percentage points behind where we were in 2019 at the same time. And at the end of August, we had narrowed that gap to just 14 percentage points behind. So we recovered 86% of our business that we had in 2019. And to show you just how much we've been doing that, particularly in the summer months. In July and August in 2022, we exceeded arrival figures for July and August in 2019, and 2019 was our best year. So Antigua is well on the way to recovery. Our borders are fully open. There are no protocols. You just, as it was before COVID, you buy your ticket and you have your hotel reservation, and we invite you to visit two of the most beautiful islands in the world. So we're pleased. We weathered the pandemic very, very well. We were the first destination in the Caribbean to open in June of 2020. And we had robust protocols, everything from our hoteliers, retraining of all our employees, and made sure that first and foremost the folks on island were safe, but also our visitors are safe as well. So we're past that now, and we're just really open for business, and we're seeing tremendous growth in opportunities, particularly with the pent-up demand that the revenge travel has caused. And so coming out of the USA, the UK, we're seeing really, really strong arrivals, and also very, very good airlift. For example, the US market is our largest market, and from the month of June, I think, until the end of the year, we have a daily flight coming out of JFK. We have flights out of Miami and American, from Charlotte, Delta out of Atlanta, United serves us out of Newark, New Jersey, and we have JetBlue as well out of the tri-state area, JFK. So the airlift from the United States is very, very strong, so same-day connections. We like to say if you leave in the morning from, say, New York, Miami, by 2:30 in the afternoon, we can have you on the beach, and you can enjoy some of the 365 beautiful beaches that our country has. So we're excited at where things are going, and that the destination is well poised to take advantage of the strong demand that we see. And we're looking forward to a very, very strong year this year.
It's great to hear. Tell us a little bit about how perhaps kind of consumer mindset and behaviors have changed coming back and out. I mean, you talked about revenge travel and so on, but what about the specific? What are people looking for now compared to then?
People are looking first and foremost to be safe. They're looking for tranquil destinations, which Antigua is top of mind. They're looking for destinations where they can reconnect with family and friends. So a lot of our properties are family oriented. We're very big on romance. We're the Caribbean's leading wedding and honeymoon destination. So romance is a key factor in our strategy in inviting people not just to come and get married, but to have destination weddings on island. And so we are particularly pleased. June was our romance month. We make it easier for couples to come. There's a romance lane where they can pre-register and they bypass and have a fast track experience through immigration and customs, so they can get quickly to that most romantic spot to tie those nuptials. We make it easy. We are one of the few destinations in the world where there's no residency requirement. Means you can walk off a cruise ship, you can get married, and you can walk right back on. So strong performance from the wedding and honeymoon market. We're also a key yachting destination. We're known as the Mecca of Caribbean yachting, with historic Nelson's Dockyard, English Harbor. We have the world's best preserved naval facility from the Georgian period, from the mid-1700s, that's still in operation today. So once you say yachting and you say sailing, it's Antigua and Barbuda, Nelson's Dockyard. It's the world's newest UNESCO World Heritage Site. So we're particularly proud of the history. Heritage and culture is another key plank of our strategy, introducing what we have in our beautiful island to our visitors. And so we're particularly pleased, particularly on the European side of the business, how the sailing has been going. We have Antigua and Barbuda Sailing Week, which is the last weekend in April going into May, where we have the largest regatta in the Caribbean, where we have hundreds of sailors come down and just really have a good time, not just racing, but partying and experiencing our beautiful island. So we're particularly pleased how this year has gone. A lot of events and activities in the yachting calendar. We recently were at the Monaco Boat Show, which is the largest of its kind in Europe, and in the first week of December we we're having the Antigua and Barbuda Boat Show, the charter yacht meeting where all those brokers and super yachts descend on those two beautiful islands to charter the course for the upcoming yachting season. So we're really excited about what's happening, the demand for the destination, and how we are positioned to take advantage of those opportunities.
Just listening to you, and it's hard to think about it, but I believe that you've been even busier in terms of new developments going on as well.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Quite a bit of new developments that are going on. If you're familiar with Barbuda, which is a sister island to Antigua, which has Princess Diana Beach, which is like one of the longest strands of unbroken pink sand, 17 miles of unbroken beach, and that's where the Caribbean's newest and only Nobu restaurant is located. By Robert De Niro. And Robert De Niro and Mr. Packer have just recently agreed again to open a new project in Barbuda, a very luxurious 5-star type property on that beach, and so we're particularly excited about that. The former Halcyon Cove has just been taken over by the Sunwing Group. That's about 220 rooms, which is being redeveloped, completely modernized, and so we're looking forward to what's happening with the destination with regards to new build expansion, such as the Tamron Hill Cove and Villas. They've expanded to like 47 villas and suites, and so we are really setting a reputation for the destination as an aspirational one where you can go to have a super first-class vacation in a very intimate, romantic setting, that really offers everything that the modern-day person who's looking for a great holiday or vacation, if you're North American, that's looking for. So we're happy at what's happening in the destination, the growth that we're seeing. And so we're firing on all cylinders. As regards to the cruise industry, again, we are a major port of call on the itineraries of most of the FCCA cruise lines. In fact, we'll be at the next show in next week in Santo Domingo, where all the cruise lines, executives and destinations will be meeting and setting the plans for the upcoming cruise season. And we're particularly pleased that Antigua and Barbuda has completed its 5th berth, which now is capable of taking the Oasis-class ships, which are some of the largest ships in the world. So that's going to revolutionize the business for cruise as it relates to the types of vessels that we can attract and the increased business. Additionally, we're now a new home porting port on the itinerary of P&O Cruise Lines out of the UK. We'll be home porting in Antigua from January for the very first time, and a number of smaller cruise lines as well have just signed contracts to start home porting. So we are particularly excited at the opportunities that have presented themselves for our destination, and 2023 is going to be a remarkable year for us, and we're looking forward to that with so much expectancy. But most importantly, we're looking forward to welcoming visitors such as yourself. I don't know if you've ever been, but if you're listening to this broadcast, wherever you are in the world, and you're looking for 2 of the most beautiful islands in the world with 365 beaches, one for every day of the year, and some of the most hospitable people that you'll find on the planet, it has to be Antigua and Barbuda. It's easy to get to, same-day flights from London, New York, most of the major metropoles, and so we invite you to come on down where the beach is just the beginning.
Colin, honestly, I'm changing my flights right now. Thank you so much for this update.
It's a pleasure.
It's been brilliant.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.